cries when he's hungry, sleepy, or watching Fox and Friends. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Timpf. Tyrus, let's just get this over with, because you weren't here Friday.
No,
so
I was sick. All right, instant replay, one more time.
And are you surprised that like the remaining media had to make this into some kind of?
You did great. But also, it's like, that's what.
Yeah.
And so is Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's a good guy. I bet if you were at Jimmy Kimmel's house, you'd like him.
To build these moats about what you can watch and what you can't. Like on The View, the person for and a diagnosis.
Kat, am I?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
At least the bacteria.
Yeah.
I'm a virus. What do you? The stories where they just find 3 tweets.
Right.
But I still will cite them.
The monologue topic, it was the weekend, and you didn't know what it was going to be, and you're like, all right, cool, 5 tweets, enough for me.
Yeah.
But it's also the people who tweet this, most people aren't going to tweet at all. Like,
yes.
Most people who see something, they're like, I didn't love that, and then they just move on with their lives. The people who actually went so far as to be like, that's it, Jim, I'm never watching again. This show is too important to you. You absolutely are watching again.
Yeah.
It is obviously not working, right? It's not working to not engage with people who are not, like you said, even being like, oh, I'm a conservative, but I still hate Trump. Somebody who actually supports Trump, which is a lot of Americans. And not having these people talk to you doesn't mean that these people don't exist. There's a lot more people outside of the bubble. So I thought the fact that you didn't talk about politics at all, too, like I said on Friday, when apparently now you need me to tell you that you did a good job for the 3rd time. So good job, Greg. He did such a great job.
Hey, let him have it.
I mean, yeah, let him have it. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't like he was dropping stuff we never heard before. He was just normal. In a time when they present the right as abnormal, he was just a regular guy.
Just a guy hanging out, and I'm sure that they probably expected, because some of these people who had this opinion probably don't know that they've never met a Trump supporter in real life. They absolutely have. Everyone has. But the people who were like, oh, I better not tell that person.
They were in the audience. I mean, they were in the hallways. All the security. So, Jeff, this is amazing in this lack of self-awareness that he was the loudest.
It's both. That's the problem.
Another thing coming, because like him and Colbert and all these others, without the network behind them, they're DOA specifically because.
So, Kat, he says that people are just saying extreme opinions.
Oh, and also just the way they're still doing it, even when they're talking about how they shouldn't do it. I'd say more so him than Sarah Silverman. And talking about how, like, yeah, we're just so right, but these people just don't understand. And I think they're getting annoyed by how we act, about how right we are, as if they're talking about children and not adults that have opinions, and their opinions mean just as much to them as your opinions mean to you. And they're still not understanding that. They're still having, I think, less so, because I think in the past, Sarah Silverman has done other interviews where she said things like, progressives need to allow for progress, talking about forgiveness and that kind of a thing. So more so him, you're still doing it even when you're talking about how you need to stop doing it.
Yes, exactly. It's like saying I'm going to quit doing drugs while you're shooting up.
Right.
I think that's more understandable. Actually.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
I think that if you, like, politicians who most of are strangers to you and are playing politics, have such a hold on you as like a late-stage heroin addiction, then you really got to take a look at yourself and maybe hug your family.
Yes. What say you?
Listening to 2 billionaires complaining about no one had change for their $100 bill at McDonald's.
Also, the whole move. 100%.
Right. We must move on. People are beautiful on the inside. She's ugly on the inside and the outside.
There's a lot of overweight people who vote Democrat who like Chinese food and like Indian videos.
Yeah, it's kind of great that she's going to go to those restaurants and help out the businesses.
How are you getting? No, but how are you getting mad in a Mexican restaurant? Like, the chips are free. There's frozen drink. Like you get there, you get to start eating as soon as you get there. With the bowl of chips. There's usually some like mariachi going on.
Happy
People are
people.
happy.
Yes,
Frozen
friendly.
drinks. People are smiling, and you're like. If you're going to a Mexican restaurant and getting mad because you are inventing in your head that people are voted for Trump, who you're apparently staring at while they're enjoying their food, I think that you might honestly, and I mean this sincerely, not even as a jerk, I hope you can work through this because a Mexican restaurant should be a happy place for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
But here's the cold part. She did that nose on purpose. If you want a fluffy ass pancake on.
Jeff, it's not like I follow Bravo, but
That's such like she's exposing her own racism and prejudice. And
I'm gonna. With these engines got smaller, the cars got ugly. Do you know what I'm talking?
And they all had cool cars back then.
Yes.
In the 70s. And
You guys remember that?
yeah.
Okay, when you were a young person.
But he sure reached my gear shift
He
backstage.
doesn't have to reach the pedals. He doesn't have to drive. Take a look at those cool ass shoes he's got.
Thank you, Tyrus.
he's running at 80 miles an hour.
I can fly.
Yeah, he can fly.
Wait, can I say something about this article? Because I think I'm.
Kat, let me put it this way. In 1970.
This also didn't make the cars not as safe because they had to make them lighter
Yes.
and
Right.
more, right?
Yeah,
See?
good.
I can read too. So it's make cars less expensive and safer, and this whole thing didn't really even benefit the environment that much anyway to begin with.
Again.
I think that electric cars.
I don't know Don Jr. personally. I'm guessing he wasn't trying to be helpful. I don't think he was like, here, this is gonna solve it. I think that how did this make this on TV?
Yeah.
Because we work in television, Greg. It's
Yeah.
not like things just end up on TV. There are meetings
Yes.
where you decide like what the topics are going to be, like there's only so much time and there's commercials and what are we going to talk about? They're like, yes, for this segment, let's do a Don Jr. Instagram meme.
Yes.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Tyrus, you're talking about memes. You were talking about memes.
Joke.
The secret to everything, the reason. Right.
Yeah.
They're so brittle, assault.
They did a manhunt for the two guys. They've got photos of them at.
Even if someone threw a dildo at me, even if I got injured, I would laugh.
It is. It's.
Tyrus, studio audience.
That was my line of the night.